Hotel points suck, and I'm not doing it anymore. We're going to dive into this topic and talk about it. And I really want to hear what y'all have to say about this in the comment section below. But before we do, if you enjoy this kind of content and have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. It is free and it gets the channel visible to more people just like you who are watching right now. I thank you at a time. Now let's dive in. I know I've done several videos about the Hilton Honors Surpass card, and it's been a love-hate relationship with this card. The card is a beast of a point earning machine. It really is. And if you are plowing all of your spend on this card every year, you're going to earn a free night certificate and you're going to accumulate a lot of points, a lot of Hilton Honors points. And for some people, that is probably okay. But with that being said, Hilton Honors points suck, at least for this guy. Why do I say that? Because throughout this year, I have looked at several Hilton properties as they are my preference to stay at when I'm traveling. And I had a very hard time. f- Two things. I had a really hard time finding a good point value. And I guess that kind of extrapolates into the places that I book at or that I normally book at. So, as I've told you all before, when it comes to the hotel, I don't really care as long as it's dry and or cool, depending on the season, comfortable, clean, um, warm, cool, that kind of thing. Comfortable bed, nice bathroom, and I get a great breakfast in the morning. That's all I care about. Because as a single traveler for now, I'm not at a hotel very much. I'm there to sleep and recharge and do the four S's every day, you know, sleep, shower, shave, and you know what the fourth one is. And that's it. Eat breakfast, I'm on the go, I'm gone. Hilton is my preferred property, followed by Marriott and probably Choice out of the properties I've had a history with or have had experience with. The only hotel card I own, though, is this Hilton Honors Surpass card. Here's the problem. I stay at like Hampton Inns and Curios and those kind of properties. I've only stayed at one higher end Hilton property in my life, and that was at the Waldorf Astoria Roosevelt Hotel in New Orleans over Labor Day weekend of 2024 for the content creator meetup. That was an amazing property. It was fantastic. I had zero complaints about that property at whatsoever. I booked that property though using my um, American Express Platinum card. The reason why I booked it though is because, or booked it this way, is because of I wanted to use the uh, FHR hotel credit. So I had that credit to use, and the combination of the price of the room at the time, at that time of booking, and the FHR credit, it was really cheap for that hotel. So it made sense to go this route. Re- Otherwise, outside of that, I book Hampton Inns and Curios. I don't stay anyplace fancy. So finding value for these points with those properties has been hard. Here's the weird thing too. So spending a crap ton of Hilton points for a what I consider to be like a mid-tier property like for Hilton, which like Curios and Hamptons, having to spend 70, 80, 80, 90,000 points a night for a room at a Curio and getting 0.002 cent per point in value is kind of that's just crappy value in my mind. Like, you're not getting a great return. Now, I know that Hilton points aren't that valuable in the first place, but I know that the going thought process is that if you can get anywhere from, you know, zero point zero 0.06 to point zero 0.08, you're doing pretty good. I have not been able to find that. Staying when I was looking at booking trips out of the country, for example, in Paris, looking at a curio property, it was insane that I was going to have to spend all of my points. And currently, I'm sitting on 300,000 Hilton Honors points, and I was still gonna have to pay almost $1,000 in cash to be able to book a room for the 4 days I was gonna stay in at this property. Same thing here in the States too, looking at various properties around the country for trips that I wanted to take. Just looking at a Curio, looking at a Hampton, say 4 or 5 days somewhere, it was gonna take all of my points plus $700 in cash. I And that to me is ridiculous. That to me is insane that I have all these Hilton Honors points and I cannot find a place to use them all at and not pay a single dime out of my pocket. That is why I'm done with Hilton points because of how I travel, because of where I stay at, because of my preferences. Most of the hotel rooms I'm staying at are anywhere from, I think the lowest price I've seen for a Curio or a Hilton property from all the places I was gonna stay at this year was like 160, 160 a night, up to like 225 a night. I'm okay paying cash going forward for hotel rooms. Like, that having 300,000 Hilton points and not being able to book a room with them for the types of stay I do without paying anything in cash is ridiculous. And at this point going forward, I'm still looking at a way to burn these points or to find some kind of value for them. And then I'm done. I'm done with Hilton points and I am done with hotel points in general. The way I travel, I'm glad to pay 150 a night in cash and just conserve my points and focus my points for nothing but flights. So anyway, I'm curious to hear what you all think about this and have to say about it. Let's talk about it in the comment section below. I'm sure that I'm probably on I'm sure I'm probably on I'm sure I'm probably the fly in the ointment on this. So, or I'm probably on the weird end of the spectrum where everybody else loves hotels. So let's talk about it. Also, too, if you enjoyed this video and have not subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing so again because it is free and it gets the channel visible to more people just like you. And thank you for doing so. If you want to support me a little bit more, you can become a channel member. Right now, it is $1.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. Right now, I'm doing members only videos a couple of times a month. I'm also really trying to get into the habit of doing a members only stream once a month. That's still a work in progress. But if you do join, let me know because I want to thank you for that. Also, too, I do have referral links down in the description below. That's another way you can support me. I have referral links for all the Amex cards, for several of the Chase cards, for the Built Master card even. You can even buy me a coffee at Ko-Fi. It's a free tipping platform that charges you no fees to tip for my efforts and my work. If you use any of the links, please tell me. It means a lot to me when you do so because you have a ton of other options out there to use a link from. It truly means a lot that you choose me, and I want to thank you personally. Now, if you please do me a big favor and please be respectful to each other, okay? And please be good to each other. And until next time, bye for now.